Hi there. It's been a while since I've been on, and I just wanted to come on tonight. It is Thursday night. I had to think. And I just got home from Tennessee. I went to a place called Maryville to watch Faye's basketball game tonight, and I just really I had something on my heart I wanted to share. And that was this morning. I was trying to decide if I was going to go or not. It's a 3-hour and 15-minute drive, and I was like, I just don't know if I should, go. I was going to have to go by myself. Gordon and Elisha were having to work, and something kept saying to me, just in my mind, was like, well, that's one reason why you cut back at work. It was so that you could get to more Faith stuff this senior year, and so you have the time. Why not go ahead and do it? And so I did, and I got on the road, and I just spent that 3 hours and 15 minutes drive, praying, talking to the Lord, listening for His voice in my heart, and listening to worship music. And it was actually a great drive, but I had questioned when I first got on the road, is this worth it? Like, I'm going to drive 3 hours and 15 minutes. I'm going to watch her play a game, and I'll get to talk to her about 5 minutes, and then I'm going to have to drive 3 hours and 15 minutes back home. And I felt, as I was driving on the way, I felt in my spirit the Lord say, oh, it's worth it. It is so worth it. And then I just started thinking on that, and started thinking, our Christian walk, a lot of days we have hard times and ups and downs, and we go through things. We go through criticisms, we go through pain, we go through all kinds of things in our walk with the Lord. But it is so worth it, because one moment in His presence it makes everything else disappear. It's just so worth it. And then not only one moment in His presence here, but on the day that we see Him face to face, again, it is going to be worth everything. There's a song, it's worth it all to be God's child. And it truly is. And I was thinking, as I got to the game, and I saw her face, and as I was going, I could feel the excitement building just to see her. It doesn't matter if they win, it doesn't matter if they lose, no matter what, just to see her face is worth the 3 hours and 15 minutes for me to drive, and then 3 hours and 15 minutes for me to drive back home. And just to be in her presence, because she's my child and I love her. And I feel that way about all of our children. Just to be in their presence, I will go and I will do whatever just to have a moment with them, because a moment with them brings such joy and such happiness. And I was thinking, that's how it is with the Lord, because one moment with Him, it brings such peace, such joy, such healing in our lives. Why don't we, I think a lot of times we don't realize that He's with us. He never leaves us. He never forsakes us. And to really strive to be in His presence. My husband preached a sermon recently, and it was about being present and being in His presence. And, that's what my heart longs for, is to have the presence of Jesus in our life. And daily, just every day, I want to experience His presence, because He's with us, and we can experience Him in a deep way if we allow ourselves to tune into that, and to give Him our time, to give Him our worship, to give Him our praise. A lady spoke at our church a few weeks ago on worship and praise, and how it brings the presence of Jesus into our life. And so many days go by and we get busy with what we're doing, and I think we just, we don't have time, and we miss out on experiencing the presence of Jesus. And I just want to encourage you to take time. Yes, today it took 6 hours out of my day, or 7 hours. And I got to see our daughter for, like I said, I got to watch her play basketball, a game, about an hour and a half, I guess, and I got to talk to her for like 5 minutes. And then, of course, on the way home, I was driving alone, and she was riding on her van with her team, and she called, and we were able to talk for about an hour on my drive home. And I cherish every moment that I get with her. I cherish every moment I get with our sons. And now one of our sons is married, and I look forward to getting to know his wife, and to have time and moments with them. It's a little harder because they live away, but I believe the Lord's going to make a way for that as well. And yes, it did take time out of my day, but it was worth it all. And I feel like that about the Lord. Yes, it takes our time to read our Bible. Yes, it takes time out of our day to pray. It takes time for us to focus on His Word or on Him, or, it takes time, but that's what it takes to be in someone's presence. And that's all He asks for, is our hearts and our time. And so I just encourage you to take time for Jesus and also for others, because that's what it's all about. It's what it's all about. Your relationship, that's why He wants our time, because when we give Him our time and we experience His presence, it strengthens our relationship. And so it all goes back to that. And so that was just what was on my heart today. Haven't got on here for a little minute. And I just had a few minutes tonight before getting ready for bed. I have Starbucks matcha, which I love those, but they really wire me up. So I was able to drive home. I had a lot of energy. And I still have a little bit of that going on, but hoping that it starts calming down soon, because I gotta get in bed. But I hope everybody has a great week and stay safe during the snowstorm that they're forecasting for the weekend. And I love you all, and that's all I have for you tonight, but have a blessed week.